This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. There is no denying the fact that if you're a brand new Instacart shopper, it's probably going to be a pain point. Now, how can we make this pain point less painful? Well, by watching this tip video. And from my experienced gig workers, when it comes to tip number 1, comment below if you believe this is true, especially if you do Costco orders. My first tip is go ahead and invest yourself in a dolly and a good pair of lifting gloves, gym gloves, for example. Why? Because if you haven't seen it in many of my videos, we do a lot of Costco orders. And Costco can actually go up to 48 drinks at a time per case. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of lifting 24, 36, or even 48 cases. Inevitably, it is very difficult if there's multiple cases. So if you get yourself a good dolly, you can haul that stuff upstairs, especially if it's an apartment or condos. Now, why do you need lifting gloves? Well, because some of those dollies do not have good grips. And the one thing you do not want is a dolly falling down the stairs with multiple cases of drinks. So with a good pair of lifting gloves and a good dolly, you'll be good to set to start. Now, the second thing that you need to do so that Instacart is less painful, believe it or not, it is something that I have talked about previously. It's meal prepping. And that is why I am very excited today to introduce the new sponsor of HelloFresh. As a busy parent myself and a fellow gig worker, I want to make something quick, easy, and affordable. And just because we all do food delivery services does not mean we want that kind of food on our tables. And that's where HelloFresh fits perfectly. We all want to save money this time of year, but did you know that HelloFresh helps you save money all year round? In fact, HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% cheaper than takeout food. And I know my fellow gig workers, we sometimes enjoy our takeout food. Meal prepping is truly a staple in my life and makes it so much easier when I'm on the go. But it can be a pain point because it could be hard to do. And that's why with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable so you can get these Instacart orders done way more easier. Now, even though this discount does not work for my fellow lovely Canadians, it does work for my lovely Americans. So if you'd like to try HelloFresh with an awesome limited time discount, click on the link below and you'll also get free shipping and save more money. And once again, I'd like to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Now, number 3, it is for free, and that is dressing lightly. I don't care if it's winter or if it's summer, you're gonna wanna dress lightly. Why? Because when you're spending a long period of time, sometimes 45 minutes at a time in a grocery store, if you have sweaters and a heavy jacket, it is going to be a very warm experience. And hauling things up the stairs, regardless if you're using a dolly or not, it's heavy and it's cardio. So how do you prevent yourself from sweating up a storm? You go lighter on your clothing. If I know I'm going to be doing an Instacart batch, I can just heat up my car, but underneath, I'll be probably wearing a tank top underneath my jacket, and it's the same thing in the summertime, I just wear a tank top. Dressing lightly can make a big difference, but also the benefit is you're going to be less likely to get sick. Why? Because you're not making your body temperature go out of control. And now next is number 4. And number 4 is something I've said many times before, a thermal bag. It does not matter to certain customers if you use a thermal bag or not. But if you want to make your life easier with Instacart and less painful, you got to deal sometimes with painful clients. And sometimes they'll even text you on demand saying, please use a thermal bag. Why? Because they've had bad experiences. We don't need to make it worse. So by having a thermal bag, regardless if you got it at your local Walmart, regardless if you got it on my Amazon page, it does not make a difference. But what does make a difference is having one. I'm just going to leave it there. I have talked about this so many times in different videos on how it can truly impact your life and make it more beneficial. And you can go ahead and watch this video up above, which explains more about why you need a thermal bag. And the last one I'm going to throw at you lovelies today is a lot of people do this, and I'm going to say save the headache and make it feel less painful, and that's don't be parked in front of the stores. Why? Because sometimes your market is not good for Instacart, but we're just testing the markets. And when we're testing it in front of Walmart or in front of Costco, it's going to be a bummer if we're trying to pick up orders from Instacart and our market's not hot and heavy for it. So go out and maybe try to multi-app with different applications, let's say Uber Eats, DoorDash, Skip the Dishes, if you're in the US, Grubhub, until you pick up an order and you get it completed. Then if you're near the store, check out what Instacart has to offer you. I also do it many times. I will be completing an Uber Eats order, 5 minutes away from completing the order, and I'll accept the batch with Instacart. Then I'll head over to the local grocery store with Instacart. I find it truly makes it less painful, but this is subject to markets. Some markets that are hot and heavy, that non-stop Costco, Walmart, whatever orders are coming in. If that's the case, you do want to be closer to the store and inside that parking lot so that you're first to accept that batch and you're ready to go. But if you're somebody like me and Instacart is not popular as much in your market, you don't want to be stationed outside the store. So I hope this helped you lovelies when it comes to doing Instacart and making it less painful. And I'll catch you lovelies in the next video.